Hey friends, this webinar is for you if you're struggling to sleep, or maybe it's your kiddo that's struggling to sleep. We're going to talk about activating your nervous system to get better sleep. And here's the thing with sleep. It's what our bodies are designed to do. It's something we need every day. If you think of a newborn baby, their job is to eat, to sleep, and to poop, right? Get a little bit older in childhood. We've had kiddos come into our office where they've fallen asleep in the car on the way to our office, and mom or dad pick them up. They bring them in, they lay them on the table, we adjust them, they pick them up and leave, staying asleep the whole time. Or maybe you're an adult, and one of my favorite stories, when my dad, he had a business where he would trim hooves for dairy cattle on farms. And obviously farmers, he grew up on a farm. Farmers are hard workers. They work all day long. They're tired at the end of the day. And one of the farmers said, yeah, sometimes I've got to take a running start to jump into bed so I get all the way into bed before I fall asleep. So that's how I want you thinking about sleep, knowing that it's a natural thing your body does. And if you're not doing it, if your kiddo's not doing it, what can we do to help you out? My name is Dr. Ty. I own Whole Family Chiropractic, and you might have a question right away. Why is a chiropractor talking about sleep? Well, the thing that we do in our office is we take a neurological approach to chiropractic. So we're looking at how balanced your child's nervous system is or your nervous system is. And if it's out of balance, if it's stuck on a stress mode, it can prevent your body either from falling asleep at night or staying in a deep sleep throughout the night. When we work with whether it's a kiddo or a parent or the whole family, one of the things that we get as a most common comment is, oh, by the way, I'm sleeping really good since I got adjusted. Or, oh, by the way, my kiddo is sleeping a lot longer. They're falling asleep way easier. They're winding down for sleep easier at night. And one of the reasons is because we put the nervous system in a state for healing. And I want to talk about this because this is one of the challenges that we see if people are struggling with sleep. It's that the nervous system is getting stuck in this state of stress and it's not able to let down at night to unwind. So what I want to show you here is a picture of what the nervous system needs to do. And this is a sheet we have in our office. It's a laminated sheet. That's why you see a little bit of a glare here. But basically there's two main parts to this autonomic part of the nervous system. Autonomic means automatic, as in you don't have to think about it. There's one part that's a gas pedal that we call sympathetic, which is also known as fight or flight. The sympathetic, the fight-flight side, is what gets activated when we're under stress. This could be a stress from a deadline at work. It could be a stress, maybe your kiddo has a big test coming up. Or it could be a stress from something being off inside the body that's stressing the brain out. I'll talk about that in a moment. The opposite side of that is the brake pedal. The fancy term there is parasympathetic, but basically this brake pedal, if you can read this, it says rest, relaxation, digestion, and immune function. The growth, healing, development also happen there. So what happens is as you're going through your day, your nervous system is constantly bopping back and forth between the two. If you're doing a workout, it's going to up the fight-flight. It's going to up that gas pedal response to get through your workout. If you're eating a meal, if you're just finished Thanksgiving dinner and you're lying on the couch, it's going to up that brake pedal to slow things down to get that energy into digestion. When you're sleeping at night, we want to see that brake pedal being activated in order to get your body calmed down and then your brain and your nervous system in that state to fall asleep. What happens is, the reason these are on a teeter-totter is if one goes up, the other goes down. So they're going to move opposite each other. And what your brain does then is it uses different nerve channels to facilitate more gas pedal or more brake pedal. And I want to show you that here with the next picture is how does your brain and nervous system do that? A lot of people don't realize that when the brain is sending messages to the body, those messages are traveling down the spine and going out to the different body parts. So what we see here, the nerves in yellow, those are what we call sympathetic. That's the fight-flight nerves. And then the nerves in green are the nerves that calm the brain or calm the body. So the brain sends messages. There's one nerve here, if you've heard of it. I know the font here is too small to read, but it's called the vagus nerve. It's a nerve that's more and more talked about in neurology and in helping the brain handle stress better. This nerve in green is very calming. It helps regulate digestion, heart rate, breathing. We've got the stomach, we've got the intestine, helps regulate all these organs. And the other nerves in green come from the bottom of the spine. These nerves also help regulate some of the organs like the kidneys, the bladder, and the intestine as well. So what happens is when you're trying to calm down at night, those nerves in green that I just showed you are sending calming messages to the body. They're helping flip the switch from being really active during the day, and you say you've got like the go, 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 have to get through your day. That's appropriate to have that part of the nervous system going, then that more of that gas pedal. But at night, we want to see it flip over and start to hit the brake pedal. So what we look for in our office is if there's any stress on the spine that's affecting these nerve channels. You see, if there's stress on the spine in different areas, it can start to create an imbalance between the gas pedal and the brake pedal. And I'll show you a picture here. What happens then is the brain can't get into that slowing down mode. I'm going to show you this picture here next. Is a picture of one of the scans that we do in the office. If we see these colors, if we see green, blue, or red, that's mild, moderate, or severe stress on the nervous system. We want to see the white bars, and if we see these colors, we know that those are areas of the nervous system that are under stress. So if they're under stress, they're going to prevent that shift into relaxation for the nervous system. And I want to share then, if sleep is an issue, oftentimes we see stresses in other areas, and it might vary on the age. You know, if you're babies and you have a baby and an infant and sleep's an issue, maybe it's more colicky or more refluxy, or they're not just as content or as happy as a baby. If they're a kiddo, maybe they have more moodiness or meltdowns or trouble focusing and paying attention. As an adult, obviously it's going to affect energy, it's going to affect mood and focus during the day. And what happens is if those stresses in the body start to send stress into the brain, that also keeps that gas pedal stuck on. So if the brake pedal can't get activated, now the body, instead of helping to calm the brain, the body's actually adding fuel to the fire and stressing the brain out. When we see stress into the brain, there is what I just mentioned: hyperactivity behavior, sleep, anxiety, depression, mood swings. Again, something you're going to notice older in life than as an infant. Focus. And we see a lot of kiddos in our office with sensory processing issues as well. So what I want to sum up here then is that there is hope if you have trouble sleeping. We had a mom bring her 6-year-old boy into us, and after his first adjustment, I checked with her the next day to see how things went. She said, I had to check on him 3 times last night because he was dead asleep. And I was actually like getting worried as a parent because normally he's up several times throughout the night. And I'm like, this isn't his normal self. Is he still breathing in there? And we're kind of joking that it's a good thing that she's getting worried about her son in that situation because he is in such a deep sleep that his body is now able to rest and heal and grow. So as I said, it's something that we see over and over again in our office where people come to us with all different things. And our goal is not to treat those individual concerns, but instead get the nervous system in a state of balance and get the nervous system in a state that's set up for growth and healing and development. And when that happens, the nervous system starts to calm down, it becomes grounded, and sleep becomes the thing that you get to experience. So if you have any questions, reach out. If you're curious to see what those scans might look like for yourself or your kiddo, they're very safe, they're very gentle. We're happy to do those on you as well and see if we can help.